In this episode,
the volcano unleashing a river of lava and smoke on Indonesia's most densely populated island.
A volcano in southwest Iceland has erupted, releasing streams of lava from under the Earth's surface.
It looks like a scene from The Lord of the Rings.
You have to look at this video. It is incredible.
These truly are nature's strongest forces at work here, and nobody can tame them, nobody can control them.
get ready to be blown away by the 4 most explosive volcano eruptions ever caught on camera. Hawaii. This idyllic set of islands is the ultimate paradise location, and those who are lucky enough to live there enjoy on average 276 days of sunshine each year. Alright for some. However, those lucky people have to pay a hefty price for such luxury, as Hawaii has an impressive collection of highly active volcanoes. Kilauea is a shield volcano located on the main island of Hawaii, within the aptly named area known as Volcanoes National Park. It has a pretty extensive history of eruptions and is regarded as one of the most active volcanoes on the planet. Let's go back to the 3rd of May 2018. An earthquake measuring 5.0 on the Richter scale hit Hawaii's main island.
Holy
This earthquake caused cracks to open up in the ground around the Leilani Estates subdivision. These cracks quickly began to spew lava across the land, marking the beginning of Kilauea's 60-second eruption episode.
Tonight, molten rock spewing into the air as new cracks in the ground open up on the Big Island. The fresh eruption sending a mountain of spattering lava ominously crawling down neighborhood streets.
That's my crazy neighbor.
Lava fountains up to 300 feet high were observed.
It was so powerful, it was thunderous. I mean, it was just like, you know, and just erupting like a jet engine.
It's at the cusp of my little abode here. I have a couple of friends down there who lost their homes thus far.
This unstoppable force of molten rock devoured everything in its path. It burnt houses to the ground, melted power lines off poles, destroyed roads and bridges, and ingested an untold number of vehicles.
I think it's faster than a turtle can move, but less than a mile per hour.
By the 27th of May, 24 fissures were spewing lava around the Leilani Estates and Lanyupana Garden subdivisions. After several weeks, the eruption began to slow down. Ultimately, this eruption consumed over 700 homes and displaced over 2,000 residents. Since 2018, Kilauea has erupted again on several occasions, and the world watches, waiting to see what Kilauea will do next. If you think Kilauea was mad, wait until you see our next explosive volcano. Next, let's go back to the 19th of March 2021.
Geologists in Iceland are warning that a series of tremors near the capital Reykjavik could signal that a new volcanic eruption is on the way.
This very easy to pronounce volcano is called Fagradalfrak, and it's located in the also very easy to pronounce region of Geldingagdalur. Good God. In Iceland. 3 weeks prior to the eruption, an intense period of earthquakes began on the Reykjanes Peninsula, the largest of which measured 5.3 on the Richter scale, and left people in the neighbouring towns concerned. When the earthquakes finally stopped, everything was quiet for 3 days. But on Friday evening, several people on the peninsula reported seeing a glowing light in the sky. A team of brave scientists jumped on a helicopter and flew up to the summit. They confirmed that an eruptive fissure had opened up in Geldingadalur, triggering the start of an incredible lava flow that would last for 6 months. This magnificent eruption was a sight to behold, drawing in thousands of thrill seekers and volcano enthusiasts from around the world. But this sobering example of Mother Nature's ferocious power was not without its dangers. With fast lava flows, pluming ash clouds, and highly toxic gases, a seat in the front row for this show was a risky gamble. The Fagradalfjall volcano eruption will be remembered for years to come. It was a stark reminder of Mother Nature's raw power and that we live on a planet that is constantly evolving. Speaking of raw power, our next volcano is truly terrifying. Coming in at number 2 is a submarine volcano found under the South Pacific Ocean in the Kingdom of Tonga.
Tongan residents have been urged to stay inside after a massive eruption at a nearby volcanic island today.
In January 2022, Hunga Tonga Hunga Haipai erupted with unprecedented force.
Holy
This eruption was the most powerful of the 21st century so far.
This volcano even exceeded our maximum expectations about how far the effects of this eruption was.
This explosion was so gigantic, it was clearly observed from space via international satellites. The volcano blew out 2.3 cubic miles of rock, unleashing a 35-mile high plume of ash and triggering a global tsunami. The blast injected an unprecedented 146 teragrams of vaporized water, equal to 146 million tons, into the atmosphere, which is so significant that some scientists speculate it could result in a slight warming of the climate.
Watch the sky, look how all those ashes traveling.
Tsunamis triggered by the eruption swept onto nearby Tongan islands, reaching as high as 65 feet above sea level, destroying hundreds of structures and displacing more than 1,500 people. The tsunami waves reached as far as Chile, America, Japan and Russia. But this tsunami was fairly mild when compared with the mayhem caused by our final volcano. In at number 1 and taking the top spot is a volcano with a famous parent. When the infamous Indonesian volcano known as Krakatoa erupted back in 1883, taking 36,000 lives, a new volcano was born in its place. First emerging above the waves almost 50 years later, born from the empty magma chamber of its predecessor, it seems that this volcano also had an explosive destiny. In late 2018, Krakatoa was showing signs of increased activity. The Indonesian Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation Center reported a significant number of shallow volcanic earthquakes, as well as visual observations of increased steam and ash emissions from the volcano.
Good afternoon. Coastal residents near Indonesia's Anak Krakatoa volcano have been warned to keep away from beaches.
In the evening of the 22nd of December 2018, the world watched in horror as Anak Krakatoa collapsed into the sea. The volcano's southwest flank suffered a lateral collapse, reducing its height from 338 meters to 110 meters and triggering a volcanic explosion with devastating force. The sheer volume of displaced earth, rock and lava sent a terrifying tsunami crashing into the nearby coastlines, devastating communities and claiming the lives of 437 people. The tsunami, with waves as high as 13 meters, swept away hundreds of homes, businesses and destroyed infrastructure.
Giant waves crashed into coastal towns on the islands of Sumatra and Java. The Sunda Strait region was the worst affected, with buildings reduced to a tangled mess.
A local band called 17 were performing to fans on a beach when the tsunami ripped through the stage, causing tragic consequences. Anak Krakatoa may not have taken 36,000 lives like its predecessor, but it certainly left its mark. These volcanoes caused horrific destruction and unfortunately tragic loss of life, but they've also given us valuable insights into the inner workings of these powerful natural phenomena. The footage captured on these eruptions serves as a reminder to us all of the insatiable power of our planet. So, which eruption was most shocking and explosive for you? Let us know in the comments below, leave a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more disastrous content just like this.